And we're going. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Cool.
Welcome to the Beneath the Surface podcast. And today I'm super fucking excited because we have one of my favorite people on this fucking earth, and it's Chris Mifsud. You want to say hi really quick?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me here again. It's been a while, man. It's been a
Oh
while,
yeah,
but
it's been way too fucking long, and we
yeah.
have to catch up. We caught up before the podcast, obviously, but we have to publicly catch up. Um, Before I say all the links, so if you guys want to check out Michael Abbey Productions, go to michaelabbeyproductions.com. Work in progress, all that cool shit. Just fucking do it. As well as Chris, you have a new EP out, the Nightmare Before Christmas EP, and that's
Yeah.
what this whole podcast is dedicated to.
Yes.
So, um, yeah, we're going to be talking a lot about that, and all the links are going to be in the show notes and the description of the YouTube video. So let's start with first, Chris. How the hell are you? It's been way too fucking
Oh
long.
man, dude, I am super good. As good as you can be during this time, But
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling kind of refreshed that I got that EP out when I did, because I was kind of worried. I was like, oh shit, Christmas is coming soon. I gotta get this done. I started in mid-November, so it was a little like a bit of a hustle I had to do, and a little bit of time constraints. At the same time, I was putting together a cover for RHD, a Christmas song that's actually, well, it's out tomorrow, but this podcast will probably come out before that or after that. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, it was a lot that I was doing at the same time, but I managed to do it. So it's out now, and I'm just happy about it.
Hell yeah. It's hard to not be because I've already listened through. It's fucking amazing. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the RHD track. I haven't heard that yet. But the the EP. I already
Yeah,
lost
definitely. Yeah.
my train of thought. Yeah, so first off, how the hell are you keeping sane this year? Obviously creating music, I could assume, but
You know what? It's kind of weird. Like I'm in my basement for the most part every day, so I don't get much sunlight or other than when I'm walking my dog for the most part on weekends. He likes to go out, so I take him to
Mhm.
parks. But yeah, it's been weird. It's been very tough. Like I'd rather be on tour with my band and doing some things. I'm supposed to be in studio, but our studio was in Michigan, so it was a little difficult at first. But I found that after a while, for myself, I was just kind of really trying to find things to do to improve myself. Um, and that being as a musician, an artist, and a producer. So I spent a lot of time producing a whole lot of different genres, and it's funny because like by the end of the year, I was just kind of like, what, I need to start putting some stuff out. So I just kind of focused on, okay, what? First was that one cover I did from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Halloween. I put
Mhm.
that out first. That wasn't part of the EP, but I just kind of put it out. It was like, you know what? I'll put out an instrumental that's kind of like guitar metal related, and yeah, I did that. And I was like, you know what? I got to keep doing this. So I did another cover with I don't know if you know him, Victor.
Yeah,
Victor.
he was the he just did one with Lauren too, the periphery one, right?
Yes, yeah.
Stranger
So I
Things,
reached
yeah.
out to him. Lauren actually recommended him for that cover. I did a Justin Bieber cover of "Lonely." Have you
Hmm.
heard that one yet? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I heard the cover. Are you kidding me?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I did that, and I was like, okay, that was pretty cool too. So I just kind of kept going with some metal stuff, and around mid-November, I was just kind of thinking about, okay, what else should I do next? I'm like, Christmas is coming up, maybe I'll do a Christmas thing, and yeah, I just kind of thought of the Nightmare Before Christmas EP. There's like just so many good songs off that soundtrack, and it's such a great movie. Uh, Danny Elfman is the main composer for all the songs from the movie, and I was just thinking, you know what, I got to do something, have my take on this because I love the movie so much and I love the song so much. So that's kind of what I did.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, what were your inspirations? Like, what made you want to say, all right, it's Christmas time, fuck it, let's just do it?
um, so I was really thinking of a whole lot of ideas um, about what to do for Christmas. Like if I were to do something metal or just have my own take on a Christmas cover, I was thinking about like all these things like Carol of the Bells. One of my favorite, I guess, musical albums to listen to are the Trans Siberian Orchestra albums.
Hmm.
I don't know if you heard of them, but
Yeah.
I figure, okay, those are like pretty metal already, or pretty like guitar oriented, pretty rock oriented. I've heard Carol of the Bells done a million times. So I was like, you know what can I do? And I was just in the car and I was listening to Christmas music in November, like a crazy person. And I Kidnapped Sandy Claus came on from the Nightmare Before Christmas album. And I was like, this song is actually really metal. And I guess you can't really think about it listening to the original, but my crazy brain was like, this is the most metal song
It connected the dots.
entire Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack. And yeah, like I just went to that right away. And I didn't think about doing an EP, but I just like, this is the first song I'm doing. And it just came together so quick, like the instrumental portion of it. I was like, this is really just, it's just so me. Like just, I remember just busting out the guitar. I'm listening to the track and I'm just pulling out some riffs that would kind of make sense to it. And it worked out. Like even putting together some synthesizers for it, some orchestral instruments that just kind of pieced together. And I was like, it's very aggressive. And from that point, I thought of like, who's going to be the vocalist? And Kay came to mind right away for some reason. I was just like, you know what? She would fit so well on this track. It's very aggressive. I love her vocals, and her growl is just very unique. And I thought that style would work really well with the song. And I think it did. Yeah, I just contacted her right away with the instrumental, and she's so easy to work with. Really cool person, very talented, and yeah, got it done pretty quick. And from that point, I was like, I need a couple more songs. I did What's This, and then I did Sally's song really fast after that.
All right, so for future reference, it went
Yeah.
Kidnap and then What's This and then Sally's song.
Yeah, that was
Because I just kind of like created my own order for how I'm
yeah.
gonna list it later on in the episode. I did the wrong order. So I
No
just
worries.
did a random one. So yeah, so what about the collabs? Were there any significance? Obviously you'll go into a lot more detail once we
Yeah,
go track by track, but
definitely.
were there any significance or like
Um,
thoughts behind the collabs?
so I did put thought into all of them actually, but Kidnap Sandy Claus came really fast, I would say, because I just thought of Kay's vocals for some reason on this track right away. The other two, uh, I do know Joey pretty well, and I've always wanted to work with him on a track. And I just thought his voice really suited this kind of song, and I kind of went with it with that. And Sally's song was put together last, and I did have some trouble trying to think of like, who am I going to get to sing this one. I definitely wanted a female vocalist for this one, and I found Rain. Rain's a friend of mine that I met in studio a while ago, and I think her voice just kind of fits that particular song. And yeah, I'll get into that after we play that. I'll explain
Yeah.
why I chose these people to sing it, I guess.
Without further ado, is there anything else you have to say? Like for the album art, that's just kind of like your new.
Oh man. Okay, so I got a story about the album art. It's funny you mentioned that. I didn't think about that until now. Okay, so I went through a bit of a nightmare doing the album art. So it's very unoriginal, other than it being my logo.
Yeah, that's original.
Yeah, I hate bashing people, but it has to be done. So I was on Fiverr.
Yeah, Fiverr.
Okay,
that can
so
be
I
the
was on
best
there,
thing,
and I was
or
like, oh shit, I need album cover fast. So I contacted this guy, and his work looked pretty good. Actually, from all his examples, his rating wasn't too bad. So I kind of went with him, and I told him, you know, can you do the Nightmare Before Christmas album art? It's a cover album. It's more so on the metal side of things, very rock and roll for some of the songs too, or one of the songs. And I said, like, just think of characters, think of Jack the Skeleton, maybe even Zero the dog. You can use Sally in there, maybe Sally's arm, something kind of dark and scary. And you know what? I'm gonna actually send you the images to post up on the video, because the progression was kind of funny. So the first thing I got back, and I also mentioned I don't want text in the in the in the artwork. And
Yeah,
the first thing I got back was the happiest looking Christmas scene. It was like Christmas trees with Christmas presents and decorations everywhere. And I told the guy, I was like, you know, I was saying maybe he just didn't get it. Maybe he's never seen the movie before. So I told him like, hey, this is far from what I wanted. Maybe just Google the Nightmare Before
the
Christmas.
exact opposite direction.
And I sent him like some images, and yeah, the next one I got back was like these two kids looking really happy, and they're sharing gifts with each other. At that point, I was like, no, this is not it. Can I just get a refund? And after that, he took some stock images of The Nightmare Before Christmas. It must not have been like safe to use, or what do you say? It's not free use. I doubt he must have stole those images from somewhere, slapped it together, and sent it to me. So I really just didn't want to use that. So I just like ended it. It was like, you know what, whatever. And I just kind of went with my logo instead for this. But
dude,
yeah, I gotta
you gotta send me the pictures though.
It's pretty funny actually.
It does sound funny. That's why I'm scared to use Fiverr. I've been meaning to get Beneath the Surface design together for so long, but it's like I know no one's gonna get what I want the first time.
Oh, it's hit and miss, dude. So I don't know if you noticed in my videos, I have like this like logo thing that pops up, this little animation of like a flickering light. I got that from Fiverr, so I really like that. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
So, and actually my logo was also from there. So it's hit and miss. You really just kind of have to really dig into like their previous work and have good communication with them. This particular logo, I was getting it like really fast and I was really rushing it. So that was kind of my bad. And I didn't choose the right guy for it, I guess.
Yeah, because like I'm a people pleaser. So like the first design, I know I'm not going to be happy with it, but like I would be too afraid to like be like, hey, want to like change this 100%?
Oh no, dude, that's very normal. It's almost like it will happen. It's kind of like getting a mix back from an engineer. It's a lot of times the first mix is not quite there, and then you just kind of give them a little bit of tips and hints on like how to get it to where you want, and then hopefully second mix, third mix, it's there. So you definitely have to with anything. I think sometimes when you're getting some work done.
Yeah, that's why I just kind of do everything myself because like I don't know, I don't want to bother anybody with like, no, this is fucking wrong. Do it my way. But I don't have the skill to do that with everything. For example, graphic design. So
yeah, that's definitely like out of my field. So I definitely look elsewhere for that.
If you need any recommendations, I got some people. Anyways, without further ado, are you ready for this track by track? What's popping up on my computer? Hang on. Sorry, I could have just ignored that. Are you ready for this track by track thing? Explanation.